One of the most significant changes in NATO's fighter jet scene in 2026 was the start of exploratory talks between Spain and Turkey over the KAAN, which indicated a possible schism that had long persisted over the export of these fifth-generation fighter jets. In an effort to upgrade its fleet of stealth fighters outside of the U.S. military sector, the Spanish Air Force sought information on these fifth-generation fighter jets. With the European Future Combat Air System program becoming increasingly questionable, Spain formally halted its F-35 acquisition program in August 2025. Leaving a void in Madrid's future combat capability. Due to its preference for industrial sovereignty and operational autonomy above technological reliance, Spain's decision to temporarily cease its initial participation in the Lockheed Martin F-35 program signifies a significant strategic shift in European defense procurement. The aging of the Spanish Air Force's F-18 Hornet fighter jets and the retirement timeline for the Spanish Navy's AV-8B Harrier fleet are moving more quickly, and the FCAS development schedule, which is presently expected to last into the 2040s, making Spain's operational gap worse. On the other hand, despite labor problems and development delays involving France, Germany, and Spain is strategically moving toward the acquisition of more Eurofighter Typhoons and long-term participation in the FCAS. As Ankara's attempt to develop autonomous stealth combat fighter jets capabilities outside of the context of reliance on Western technology, the KAAN program has developed into the cornerstone of Turkey's strategic aerospace change. In order to compete with cutting-edge worldwide stealth platforms, the fighter jets integrates key fifth-generation features such as a stealthy design, internal weapon bays, sensor fusion architecture, network-based combat integration, and supercruise performance capabilities. Following years of strategic tensions surrounding Ankara's withdrawal from the F-35 consortium, after its purchase of the Russian S-400 air defense system resulted in U.S. sanctions and export restrictions, Turkey decided to expedite the development of the KAAN King of Annihilation and air defenses. Most recently, Turkey established the first operational basis required for export credibility by formalizing a domestic purchase plan for the first 20 KAAN Block 10 fighter jets meant for the Turkish Air Force between 2028 and 2030. NATO and European military ministries are also keeping a close eye on Spain's increasing interest in the KAAN since the outcome could change the alliance's future procurement dynamics at a time when strategic autonomy has emerged as a key component of European security planning. As Ankara moves from being a regional defense supplier to a major supplier of the alliance's cutting-edge combat aviation capabilities, the KAAN's deployment in the Spanish military will soon increase Turkey's geopolitical influence within NATO. Deeper combat aviation collaboration with Turkey is now possible because to Spain's €2.6 billion, $2.8 billion United States dollars, 10.6 billion Malaysian ringgit's purchasing of 30 cutting-edge Hürjet jet trainers. since advanced training platforms frequently act as a doctrinal bridge to the future fighter jets environment. The Hürjet fighter jets itself is increasingly seen as a strategic stepping stone toward larger Turkish-Spanish aerospace integration. The strategic orientation is clear. Spain's interest alone has transformed the KAAN from an ambitious national project to a credible competitor in the global fifth-generation fighter jets market. Even if these conversations are still in their early stages and no official acquisition mechanism has been established. The Accord might be one of the biggest realignments in NATO's fighter aviation since the transnational expansion of the F-35 program itself, if Madrid ever advances past exploratory discussions.